Hey everyone, happy Friday! Going and getting some stuff set up for you. I actually had a few announcements before we got started today. Hold on. Let me just pull them up. Alright. So, I actually started making some videos. I have two channels now. I have Kerpimon, where I'm gonna put all of the videos that I edit, including one from 6 years ago that apparently racked up 2.1K. Didn't see that one coming. I'm not gonna play it on stream because it has bad words. As if that matters much. I don't super care, but and then I've got KeroKerpi, which is just going to be my streaming archive basically. It's where I'm gonna put just uncut streams that I collect from Twitch. But yeah, those are the two if you want to take a look. I worked really hard on the first video. The first stream was 4 hours long. I cut it into a 30-minute video, and I just wanted to get some practice with Premiere Pro and learn how to do video editing, and I put some silly jokes in there and other stuff. So take a look, or don't, because maybe you're here and watch the stream and don't wanna do that again, and that's fair. I'm not the kind of person who likes to plug their channel and say like and subscribe a ton. It feels inauthentic to me, so I will not continue to do that, and that's probably the last I'll say of it for at least the rest of today. Let's see. Go ahead and get everything else set up. Oh, that looks good. There we go. Alright, so let's pick up where we left off. Hope you guys can hear everything alright, and I hope you're having a great day. Last we left off, we had a couple of major deaths, and we had to revamp the party a little bit, so it looks pretty drastically different. We got Whitlot still in the party, Dexfer still in the party, good old Shelda is our new starter because our Eevee died. Chikihira evolved and is now a fairy and bug type, I believe. Which I'm pretty fascinated in. Like, that's nothing to sneeze at. We still got Illuminate, but we also got Moonrazor, which is a fun special attack that's gonna help put foes to sleep. I love that. And then we picked up, last time, Judley and Braxony. Judley I don't really like, I'm gonna be completely honest, but it's a ground type, and we're going against Watson soon, and we kinda need a little ace in our sleeve. Oh gosh, it even has something that takes away its special attack, or its physical attack. That's not great. And then Braxony is a Ponyta, who I've never had before, and I'm kinda curious to see how that works out. Looks like the defenses and special defenses are pretty low. It might be a glass cannon. I might not be on the team long. I do like having a fire type though, so we'll see. So last I remember we kinda rushed ahead. I kinda wanna... Hi Lola. I kinda wanna go back to the beach, because there's a soda shop there, and I'd like to be able to buy bulk sodas. A little Di Pepe, a little Coke. Oh, I have a bike now. We can go down the bike path. Hold on. Man, it takes so long to find my stuff. What do I have? Okay. I'm never gonna be able to get through this bike path in a timely manner. Oh yeah, definitely not with people who still want to fight me. I have to remember constantly that party XP is turned on and that I don't need to send my weakest fellas out to the front to get XP. They will get it eventually if I'm patient. I don't know, something in me just wants to keep doing that. It's such a die-hard habit. We shouldn't have a lot of problems with the trainers. We're gonna go back and fight, because I think the most of our party is pretty overleveled at this point. And I know I said that going into Roxanne. I think I mean it this time. So this week, instead of doing video editing, I decided to take a break and to do a little more puppeteering, because I had a lot of fun making this one. Little Beal. My friend Cashew is interested probably in streaming again soon. I had sent her my old PC setup with all but like 2 pieces, and she's working on getting that set up. But in the meantime, if we want to stream again, she just needs to download a few things, and then I'm making her her own puppet. So when we stream together, we'll be adorable. I'll give you a hint. She's an adorable pink koala, inspired a lot by Animal Crossing. So far, it's coming along really nice. I don't think her avatar is going to be quite as bouncy as mine. I am giving it some fun little jiggle physics though, and not and not the Robertson kind. We got magic coat going on. Hold on. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really want to make you a magic coat tank. Let's not do that. But I have a lot of fun making these little puppets. Let's see. Hey, Chudley! You're good against these things. They don't have levitate. I'll be surprised if they use Magnet Rise. I'll have a turn to, too, because I'm using Dig. Haha! The good thing about Dugtrios, it's kind of fast and hits pretty hard when it does get to hit. Fresh and burn. So one thing I want to try doing more, that I had mentioned earlier, is that I wanted to do, not voice acting, but, I don't know, more voice impressions. And when I try to in the stream, I get a little nervous, because I'm a shy person, I'm a little introverted, and since I was young, I was always really scared of standing out. So when I try to make impressions during these streams, I'm always kind of quiet and not confident in myself, and I kind of want to change that. Another thing I'd like to change is, I noticed when I was watching my videos back that I say like a lot. Classic Californian. I want to stop saying like so much, and I want to also cut down on the amount of and ums that I do. It's like speech class in elementary school all over again, except self-imposed. This wasn't a magneton, was it? It was just Magnemite? Yeah. Good. Good, good, good. These guys are a little lower for me, so I'm nervous to send them out against the big guns. I would like to find a mic and or not a mic, but a camera that picks up my vizims better, so that it actually tracks my mouth when I'm talking correctly. We can do a Voltorb. I also have to go back into the file for this puppet and adjust the eyes a little bit. I learned that if you have a puppet that has eyes that are not directly in the center of the pupil, like this one, the pupils are kind of more towards the bottom and off-centered. When you look diagonally, Let me see if I can do it. If I look diagonally, it kind of looks a little weird, a little uncanny. And I figured out a trick recently that helps with that. There's a channel on YouTube called OK Samurai. I think the dude works at Adobe. And he just makes little guides on how to make these things. Very helpful public service. Man, aren't we blessed that we live at a time in history where anything that we want to learn about is just on the internet. You could just look it up. Like, if you have a question, you don't have to go to the library. You could just stay at home, go on your computer, and literally anything you want to learn is right there. It's kind of crazy. So I spent like the last year trying to learn as much of the Adobe Creative Suite as possible. I picked up Photoshop, which I had had some practice with before, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, Character Animator, After Effects, all these different things. And I kind of just dipped my fingers into them. I also picked up Blender. I did I did the donut tutorial, the classic donut tutorial. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's like a rite of passage for people who want to use Blender, where you have to make yourself a donut, and then they're like, alright, you know the basics. This is another electric type, right? I wasn't paying attention. Good. It wasn't a bird. We're good. You really just play on an autopilot when you're chatting. But I did. I made my donut. I made some chocolate ones, and I made white icing and pink icing, and I think a light blue icing. They looked pretty tasty. I showed them to some of my friends, like the video that I made with the donuts afterwards. A beautiful donut stack. And they asked if I could eat them. Yes, the world kind of opens up for you when you're unemployed. I say unemployed, but I've been working on commissions and stuff. I'm not a complete deadbeat. That's kind of mean to say. I reiterate, I don't think unemployed people are deadbeats. It's actually really hard to get a job right now. There are places where I have really good rapport with the supervisors and workers there, and I thought I would be able to just be a shoo-in at some of these positions that opened up. And it didn't work out. It was kind of weird. Just goes to show there's probably a lot of people out there who are doing the same thing as me. Alright, let's get some of these sody pop trainers out of the way. Wonder if we got any cool weekend plans in the chat. I know for me, I'm gonna spend this weekend chilling at home, maybe chilling with some friends. I know the weekend after this weekend we're going to the beach, and we're gonna go to the tide pools and pick up some crabs. Real life Pokemon, guys. We've been having a lot of board game weekends with friends. It's been nice. Last weekend we got to play Catan. They had a sale at Target. It was like buy 2 board game and get 1 for free. And we managed to get Catan, and we thought about getting... Oh, this is a bad matchup. Oh, we don't have an electric type. Let's do Shelda. But we ended up getting Catan and some expansions. played with a friend. I was very close to winning, but people realized I was winning and they did everything in their power to stop me, so I lost. I was in contention for longest road. And I also had some pretty good building placements, so I secured a lot of rarer products like bricks and ore. If you have no idea how to play Catan, then this makes absolutely no sense to you. Basically, Catan is like a resource management game almost. It's a hexagonal board, and on this board you build settlements where the hexagons join. And if you are and each of the hexagon tiles has like a dice roll number. Any number between 2 and 12. And obviously the tiles that have numbers that are more frequently rolled, like 9 and 7, give more resources because they're more likely to be rolled. And I had a lot of those coveted spaces. Have I fought everybody on this beach? That's kind of impressive. There's no way. Dang, alright. But you use those resources to build things like more settlements, or roads, or you could buy like little cards that do different things. Let's fight this guy first. There's a lot of strategy involved, and when you have items, you can trade with other players. And you don't have to trade one for one either. You can be super greedy and be like, hey, I've got 1 rock, and there's not a lot of rocks on the boards right now, so I'll trade you for 5 sheep. Which is a crazy deal, but maybe you really need rock. There's also ports where you can do trading with basically NPCs for pretty good deals. It's a really cool game. Actually, one of my old professors, one of my old game design professors, worked on the instruction manual. I like to go into the credits for the instruction manual at the end and point out his name. Did we ever figure out what type this thing is? I remember confirming that it wasn't dark type, but I don't remember confirming what it actually was. Other than spooky aqua spider. Oh, we don't want to stand against him, a chop. Get out of there. Last time we went up against a fighting type, it used revenge, and revenge killed my Eevee. Didn't see that one coming for some reason. I guess I thought it had just elemental punch attacks, but even then there's only 3 of those. So we wouldn't have known what that last move would be. That was a hot battle. I can accept that loss, mate. That's not a pirate voice. It's not even a sailor voice. We'll get there someday, guys. Have patience. Fiery hot battles are what toughen up trainers in Pokemon. No, I disagree. I don't like it when it's fiery and hot. Right now it's summertime in beautiful California, and it is so hot, and I am not heat tolerant. I go everywhere. If I go outside, I have to bring a cold towel with me, like a frog towel. And it makes me feel kind of weird, like moist. I don't like giving people hugs because then they hold on, hive mind. What is hive mind? Deals damage based on the foe's defense. Dang! This thing's kind of crazy. What do I want? Man, this is kind of rough. Do I want the chance to confuse, or do I want... You know what? Just because it's a new move, let's try it out. I might regret this later. But I'm severely heat intolerant. I cannot handle when things get too hot. I'm like allergic to the sun. I go outside, I get headaches if I do any sort of strenuous activity whatsoever. It's miserable. And it's a bummer too, because I want to go outside and do things. Go to the beach, go to the fair. But it's just so gosh dang hot. I can't imagine. Actually, that reminds me. We have a fair local that we go to, and every time I go, I run into there's this same person who comes in like a full fursuit, and I look at this person, and I think they're insane not because they come in a fursuit. And furries are weird, but because they come in a fursuit and it's hot! How do they do it? How do they not melt inside of that thing? Hats off to them, it's crazy. The dedication. I need to swap Whitlot out of the front. I lost, but I won't cry. Is that everybody? I think so. Give me my sody. You're scorching hot. Please stop. It's hot in this room even, and I don't want to think about it. Can I not buy in bulk? Oh, they should've... They used to give you an option to buy a dozen, I thought. We're gonna be a second. Can I like... Oh, there we go. Yep. We're just gonna buy up their entire stock of Sody Pop. It looks like he's got a shaved ice machine too. Do you think we have enough soda? Nah. Just a little more. We also have a local bakery, and they started selling shaved ice during the summer. We'll just do one more. They started selling, it's like gourmet shaved ice. They import the ice from out of state, out of the country even. Very extra. I got it, a lemon flavored one last weekend. It was incredible. The power of imported ices. And they put lemon custard in the center and whipped cream on top, and they even put a little macaron cookie in it. It was so cute. And it tasted amazing. I want to go back. They also have a coconut mango one that I want to try. I love coconut. How many sodas did we get? Gotta take inventory really quick. This is a mess. Do you guys mind if I just do this really quick? It's bothering me. I love organizing. Where do I want to put this? I'm sorry. Nobody wants to see this, but it's important to me. There's that soda. Yeah. Right there. 60 points. Perfect. Just a little basic inventory management. Speaking of inventory management, have you guys seen, I think Backpack Hero got an update. It looks really fun. I wouldn't mind taking a look. Basically, it takes the concept of Resident Evil's, the way that you have to do inventory management in Resident Evil is like you play Tetris basically in your inventory just to get everything to fit. It's like that, but a little different. Right. Sorry, ma'am. And I also really like the pixelated art style. Well, I guess we gotta get these guys out of the way sooner or later. I'm really happy that people my age, older and slightly younger, also really like the pixel art style. There have been some really fun games, and some of them look really simplistic, and I love that, and some of them look beautiful, and I love that too. There's a game called Dot Age. I was watching my favorite streamer play Dot Age, and of course I had to buy it. It's a town builder game. What else is there? Other than Pokemon ROM hacks. Did I say ROM hacks? I meant fan games. I don't know if we can say the ROM word without getting in trouble. Oops. Crypto the Necrodancer is also good. That one's kinda older though. I'll have to take a look later. Stardew Valley's an obvious choice, yeah. There's another game called Cassette Beasts. I have it. I bought it. I was really looking forward to it. It's a Mon-like. And it's also pixel art. But I just haven't had the time lately. Between making puppets, editing videos, and playing Honkai's Star Rail. We'll get around to it. I would love to see somebody take the Pal World monsters and make them into little Pokemon sprites. I bet they'd be adorable. One of my first games when I was a kid, my brother and I figured out how ROMs work. Oops. We were children, don't get us in trouble. We were just playing around, but we took Pokemon Pearl and figured out how we could edit the sprites. So we turned all of the starter Pokemon into Mario Brothers and Mario characters and stuff. It was a good time. Very educational. It was for education. Nintendo. It kind of made me feel like I could do anything when I went into that code and figured out how to do that. I say went into the code. It wasn't that complicated. We had a program. There's some guys on the right here. I wonder... I remember... So in Pokemon Sapphire and Ruby, this trainer on the right, she would spin. This didn't used to be a double battle, but she would spin and she was also right in front of me. And if you were over here and she caught your eye, she would walk onto this ledge. You can tell I've played this game way too many times. Not Blazing Emerald, just Gen 3 in general. I'm gonna have a sip of chalky milk. Oh yeah. I wonder if my mic picks that up and you guys get some ASMR. We should probably take on the gym. Kinda getting there. Yeah, we're getting a little high up there. We're gonna be 40 soon. That's insane. And we're learning Psychic? That's nuts. We were level 5 last I turned my brain on. This is going so fast. Oh, do we want recoil? I guess. I really don't like recoil. There are so many competitive moves that do recoil damage and they make me so nervous in Nuzlocke. Oh, Breloom. Remember catching Shroomish and finding out it evolved and being really happy, because he's a little raptor. I was a little shocked when I learned that he was fighting type though, that wasn't really expected. Don't do that. Don't target your buddy. My favorite thing in games, in Pokemon games, is when you fight with an NPC in double battles, and they use moves like Surf and Earthquake that hurt their buddies. Oh, mwah. It's beautiful. It makes me so mad. It makes me feel things. And in the end, isn't that what art sets out to do? Make you feel something. Oh, I love the Weasel sprite. Very cute. Ooh, Ice Shard. Aqua Jet and Ice Shard. All the priority moves. We are not in any danger here though. 10 plus levels ahead. Oh, bye Weasel. I would love to be able to mute the sound of my button presses. I purposefully bought the loudest and clickiest keyboard I could, because I enjoy the tactile feedback. But it's not very good for streaming. I apologize. I was clearly not anticipating to go into streaming. But that's okay. We can make do with what we got. Everyone's gotta start somewhere after all. Yes. Soon we will be in Fortrees on the other side of this ocean. Do you guys know that I have an embarrassing amount of verbal tics? So, I developed a bunch of little phrases and sounds when I was in elementary school that kind of stuck around. I'm the kind of person... How do I put this? There's a kind of person, I don't know if it's driven by sympathy, empathy, whatever, where if you hear something, you start sounding like the things that you hear. So like dialects and accents, if you listen to them for long enough, then they start to catch. So a person who lived in Australia for a certain amount of time will sound, you know, they'll have that Australian dialect, and then they come over to America, and some of them keep their dialects, and other people, I don't think I want U-turn. Other people develop the American accent rather quickly. I'm that kind of person. Chudley wants to learn Slash. Hold on. I don't think I want Slash. Yeah, we don't want Slash. But I'm that kind of person, and after a while, I made up little sounds and noises because I wanted to be like a Pokemon voice actor. So when I was a kid, I made up this creature, this like alligator fish thing, and I wanted it to have a Pokemon cry. So I started making like noises. Yeah, you heard that right. And it was a noise that other people didn't know how to make. It's like gargling in the back of your throat, kind of, but with voice, with feeling. And I kept that. This looks weird. Why does this grass look weird? I guess it's not that weird. That's weird though. And a bunch of other things too. So we had my little brother and I, would play a lot of games together with Pokemon figures. And I developed a bunch of little personalities for some of the Pokemon figures we had. We had a Azumarill, and I named it Miran. And its verbal tick was to say Mirep a lot. Like at the end of every sentence, like an Animal Crossing character. It'd be like, "Hello, Mirep." It was just a nonsensical word, just like a sound. And I accidentally started saying it a lot out loud because I'd be playing with my brother. And it kind of stuck. So now every time people talk to me and it's confusing a little bit, so I'll just say Mirep. I don't think I ever mentioned it on stream. I was thinking about not, but I don't see any reason not to. I'm married, and my husband, every time I want his attention, instead of speaking English like a normal person, I'll make my little verbal tick noises. And it's like my own language at this point, and he had to learn it over the course of like 5 years at least. So he'll come home and I'll just at him, and he'll know exactly what it means. It means give me a hug. Oh wow. You are not nearsighted, my friend. You got good strong eyes. You're protecting them with those little sunglasses. Get that intimidate off. I can't wait to see what other Pokemon we're gonna catch. I'm not entirely satisfied with our team yet, but I think we should also get to know them. We should get to know our teammates a little bit, guys. I don't want to learn Taunt. Get out of here. Yes. No. You know, let's take a look at our party. Let's get to know our party a little bit, because I feel like a Nuzlocke just isn't a Nuzlocke unless you get to know your party and you're friends with them. So let's think about this a little. Shelda's the OG. Shelda's been here since the start. Shelda's a good friend. Shelda's also very jolly. What kind of vibes am I getting from Shelda? Gotta think about this one. It's been a while since I just developed a character on the spot. Shelda reminds me of the kind of person who just didn't care in school. You know? She just kind of went with the flow, did her own thing. Went with the flow and do their own thing are kind of opposites, aren't they? People would approach Shelda and they would be insecure. They would have no confidence, and they'd try to take that out on her. And she just was totally oblivious. Hey guys. Dude, maybe she's a Valley girl. Did you know that I have a very good Valley girl impersonation, and it's one of my greatest shames? Maybe that's what we'll do for her. Gosh, we're so over-leveled. I need to stop this. I'm gonna go into the Nuzlocke tracker really quick, and I'm gonna check what Watson's level cap is. Oh my gosh, 32? We need to stop wasting time. Let's go and fight him. I've been putting this off for long enough. He's got some fun Pokemon too. Oh man, his first Pokemon is adorable. It's a Hoennian Pokemon. I won't spoil it other than that. To make things interesting, we're gonna put Judley out in front as one of our lowest level party members. And you know what? Let's get to know Judley. Judley's calm. Judley reminds me of that Dugtrio dad from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the first one. He's totally chill. He's an excellent dad, except for when his son goes missing. I love that the Diglett always addresses the Dugtrio as a solo dad. Instead of saying, hey, my dads, because there's 3 heads, he just says, hi, dad, and it's just, they all respond as one. Judley's just a chill dad. He's showing off for his son right now. His son's watching from the sidelines. Oh yeah. His son's gonna be real impressed with that one. He's doing it for his boy. Do it for him. And that's why he's gotta do this entire gym challenge all by himself. By spamming dig. The Dugtrio, pride and joy. The signature move, dare I say, of Dugtrio. That also brings to mind what the dialogue in that game was. When the Diglett got saved, they had to levitate him out of a mountain. And there was dialogue. Diglett said something about feeling the air with his feet. And Magnemite, the one that was rescuing him, was saying, "Wow, he has feet." I guess that's canon. Technically, Diglett and Dugtrio are moles. So I guess it would make sense for them to have feet. And Dugtrio can learn Slash, which kind of insinuates that they have claws, too. Maybe they're just little rodents. I guess that would make sense. Oh no. Speaking of signature moves. Oh, that's scary. You can one-shot, right? Don't self-destruct, please. I don't like that. Watson has one too, and it does no self-destruct. That's gonna be a little bit scary. I say that with level 40s. I should not have turned on party XP. This is gonna be a little bit... you know, I should stop saying it's gonna be easy. I don't know that for sure. There are some fan games that incorporate a hard level cap. So if the level cap for a gym is 32 like this one, you get to level 32 and it will not let you progress any beyond that. Unless you have a rare candy, I think. Some of them also give you rare candies though. Some of them give you rare candies because they know that you don't want to do the grind, and I know a lot of streamers like that because it saves them the time. Ooh, intimidate. Is it? Looks like Watson has a Luxio too. Chudley's getting some good XP from this gym. Hey, if this Doug Trio can impress his son enough, then maybe we'll keep him on the party, you know? You know what I'm saying? Dang, at this rate, his son's gonna want to be just like his old man. It's no fun to lose. It can be. I got my rear end handed to me at Catan and I still had a good time. I love shiny things. What is this man, a crow? Crows are kind of insane. They're pretty smart. Speaking of Kirstenese, my own personal language that I made my husband learn, I give different animals different code names. So lizards are hot boys, frogs are moist boys, and crows are little men, because they're so smart. They will remember people for generations even, because they communicate misdeeds against their families. They've done research on this. There's actually documentaries you can watch. They had a man put on a mask, and I forget what they did to the crow. I don't think they harmed it, but I think maybe he made gestures at the crow that made him seem aggressive. On several occasions. And this crow family that they were following over the years, they followed around, and I think they did one generation later, they met this crow family again, one of the children, and they donned the mask, and the crows started honking at them angrily. Because they recognized it based on, I guess, some sort of communication that they had with their parents. I just think it's fascinating. Crows don't forget, man. I remember also watching, there was a video of a man who had a pet crow, and he kept it in a cage. And he would go on his computer within eyesight of this crow, and the crow would get jealous. So there was one day where the man left the room, and when he came back, his crow was sitting in his cage, which had clearly been open, and it looked dejected and guilty, and he looked at his computer, and all of the keyboard pieces had been pecked out and were scattered around. It's so funny. I had a crow on my commute to work when I was doing publishing. I was working in a publishing company, and I'd commute to work, and on the way into this parking lot was a sidewalk, and sometimes people would be walking, and I'd have to stop and wait for them to pass the sidewalk so I could get into the parking lot. And one day I approached this sidewalk, and there was a crow on one side, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I was like, does he want to cross the street? So I did. I stopped my car, and this crow he crossed the street. He was such a smart little pedestrian. Crows are so cool. They can make tools to solve puzzles. They're just so neat. I love them crows. Alright, 13 PP, why don't we just heal up really quick, and then we're gonna do the gym. And I think Judley can handle it, and if he can't, well he's got some backup, but his son won't think he's as cool. So hopefully Judley can do it by himself. Ugh, Watson always makes me so nervous. Every single one of his Pokemon knows Shockwave. Ah, alright. Whoops. I know I probably saved already, but you can never be too cautious. And Judley, why don't he give you some juice? Why not? That's not juice. That's juice. There we go. Everybody gets juice, just in case. Just in case. We don't want to take any chances again. They can all sip on their juice boxes while they watch Judley. Perfect. Beautiful. Alright, have at ye. Aw, Watson. I have given up on my plans to convert the city I have, and so I put my time into making door traps in my gym. Oh, now what are you doing here? What's that? You say you've gotten past all my rigged doors? Now that is amusing. Then I, Watson, the leader of Marville Gym, shall electrify you. How do you guys like my old man voice? It's shockingly, eerily similar to my old woman voice. Look at this Dunsparce. Guys, I love Dunsparce. If this Dunsparce evolves, I'm gonna go bonkers. I must have one. I love his furry mane. Beautiful. They even adjusted his cry a little bit. Alright, here's the scary part. So Electrode's actually pretty quick. If it's so desired, it could go first, it could use self-destruct, and I might die. My guess is it's probably gonna start off with the... Oh, it doesn't have Screech. It might start off with a Thunder Wave. No, because Thunder Wave doesn't affect me. Don't tell me it's gonna go for Rollout. Alright. I'll take it. Bye. Yep. Okay, cool. Alright, we don't have anything to be afraid of. That was actually the scariest thing I had to face, in my opinion. I'm glad he sent out the Electrode first, because the Intimidate on this Luxio might have made that a little more scary for me. This is so tense, even though I'm just pressing one button over and over. Wow. Even with the poor nature and the single stack of attack reduction, we're still getting it done. 42. This is what I get for challenging so many trainers. It's habit, okay? I'm sorry, is he shiny? Huh. That's kind of fun. I wonder if he always has a shiny or if I'm just that unlucky. This does not count for the bingo sheet, no. Afraid not. I have to actually encounter a shiny that I can... that in the wild, I'm gonna say. It doesn't even need to be one that I can catch, it just needs to be one in the wild. That could have just as easily been programmed into the game. Every time you fight Watson, he's got that shiny Magnezone. Child me would be weeping openly. Fine! I lost. You ended up giving me a thrill. Take this badge. Thank you, Watson. With the Dynamo badge, the Pokemon can use Rock Smash out of battle, and it will make your Pokemon a little more trusting too. You should take this too. I think that's Shockwave. That's a good one to have. I think my Kadabra can learn that. That TM there contains Shockwave. It's a trustworthy move that never misses. You can count on it. Oh man, I hope you guys can hear that screaming, upset child in the background. Bless his little soul. I hope you guys like my old man voice because I'm sincerely considering doing a D&D campaign where my character is an old woman. A sassy old woman even. I'm very excited about it. I'm gonna let them keep their juice boxes. They can continue to sip. Oh yeah, that is an angry baby. I think he said I could use Rock Smash. Do I have Rock Smash? I do. Who is the unlucky soul who's going to learn Rock Smash? Hi, Judley. You want to show up for your kid, right? How about if you just smash your face into a rock real good there? You don't need Sand Attack. Since when has Sand Attack ever come in clutch for us? Never. Never. Oh, there's Quillot berries down there. Hold on. Oh, they're, sorry, Weepier. Not that good a Pokemon that I can tell a berry just by looking at it. 6 per tree is pretty solid. I don't remember Weepier berries having any particular use. I think they might just be a Pokeblock ingredient. Yeah. Yep. That was always disappointing. I'm in the middle of a triathlon, but whatever, let's have a battle. I've mentioned before, but I play Honkai Star Rail, and I recently found out that they're doing some kind of AR event, and I guess if you go to Paris, you can meet one of the characters in AR mode or something. I don't know the details very well, but I was reading the comments on the post for it. They got like a little app where people comment on specifically Honkai stuff, and apparently the planning for this event was rather poor because right now in Paris they're doing some kind of Olympics thing, and a lot of areas where they wanted to do the AR stuff are locked off to tourists right now. So people are very unhappy. Here's to poor event planning. Speaking of poor event planning, my husband and I they do Pokemon Go Tour every year and Go Fest. I forget which one it is that we do, but they had one in Pasadena this last year. And parking for it was just a pain. I thought it was gonna be, I thought finding parking was gonna be a real pain in the butt. So they had an advertisement for buying parking passes beforehand. I don't want to fight this thing very bad. Chikihira, come in here. I bought special parking beforehand, and it was not cheap. And when we got there, there was just a line of cars that we followed into their parking, whatever their parking situation was. And I had this like QR code that they were supposed to scan when we went into this parking structure, you know, because I paid for the parking. And there was nobody to check this QR code. They let us all go. I was really frustrated because people who didn't pay for the parking were getting the exact same parking as me. I was like, what gives? And I didn't have— this is a scam! Why did I pay for parking if everybody's gonna be put in the same location? Like, they were directing cars into these spots. So I complained and I tried to get my money back, and they were like, haha, nope. I tried to do a chargeback, and my bank was also like, it sounds like they gave you the service. Whether or not it was fair, it doesn't really matter. You got the service, technically. Oh, frustrating. That'll teach me to plan it beforehand. They had us park on a lawn. It wasn't even in a structure. You know what'll really get you noticed by your kid, Judley? If you go to the Pokemon League. I think maybe that could be in your future, bud, with all the hard work you're putting in. Magic code again. I do not want to tank anything. Unless I'm a Wobbuffet, Magic code is just not a tasty option. There's too much gambling involved. I think we're getting close to the contest hall. Do you guys know what that means? We might be getting a ribbon. Ooh, Judley, I don't know about this one, buddy. I don't know about this one. Let's get you out of there. Shelda can handle this one. Hey, Wingle! The Valiant Girl voice was so bad that Wingle lost all faith in humanity. Oh, Krabby, my favorite! Dang, you got a full party, Lydia. We gotta figure out who's going into this contest hall. I think it should be somebody who doesn't get enough love on our team. It might be Braxony. Braxony, do you want to be a show horse? I don't know if Braxony wants to be a show horse. Whitlot doesn't get a whole lot of love. I keep saying how I want to get rid of Whitlot. And we don't know anything about Whitlot either. We should think about a backstory for Whitlot. I really wish I'd turned on set and switch mode. Or rather set mode, rather than switch mode. Feels kinda cheap to be able to switch whenever I want. I don't think I saw an option for it though, I could be wrong. Maybe I overlooked it. Dang, you just got everything, don't ya? Skitty. I want to see more Hoennian Pokemon. Wonder what we got going up. I see on the Nuzlocke tracker there are 2 locations that were not previously in Hoenn. Oh, Flare Blitz. Let's full into recoil damage. Yikes. Braxony might actually evolve soon. We are in the 40s. I think it's a level evolution. I think it's in the 40s and it's not a Firestone. I could be wrong. Oh, Psyduck. My friend showed me Pokemon Concierge for the first time. For those of you who don't know, Pokemon Concierge is a Netflix special series that they did, and it is all claymation. Unexpected from Pokemon. They've been doing, to their credit, they've been doing a lot of fun Pokemon content, like video content lately. They have little Poketunes and stuff that have been fun to watch, but Pokemon Concierge was adorable. I really hope that they do a season 2. It's about this girl who goes to a resort for work. She's going to be a concierge at this island resort for Pokemon. And I've been told that the main character is not actually her, it's the Psyduck that she finds. Which is fair. I don't know what this child just said. It went in one ear and out the other. Oh no, did they get rid of contests? They better not have. I'm pretty sure this is the only contest hall left. Oh, they changed it to a battle tent? I was looking forward to doing contests. Why would they do that? Are you the reason we're doing this? I decided to make my battle tent date. No, you're just a guy who participates. There's a guy in there who's trying to bust up boulders so he can bust out through the other side. It would make it easy to visit Rustboro. I'll think about it. Is this Wally's house? Oh, good. Good for you, Wally. My daughter's boyfriend is a very driven and passionate sort of person. He's been digging a tunnel non-stop just so he can see my daughter. My daughter's a little concerned, so she goes out to the tunnel a lot. Concerned because this man is, like, boring through a tunnel just to see her, and it's unrequited? Or just upset that he's maybe making his fist bleed. I lost you, Kerpo, but I'm not feeling down anymore, because I have a new purpose in life. Together with my team, I'm going to challenge Pokemon gyms and become a great trainer. Please watch me, Kerpo. I'm going to be stronger than you. When I do, I'm going to challenge you to another battle. Alright, Wally. Looking forward to it, buddy. Oh, good. It wants to be babied. Okay, hold on. Who's out in front? Judley. Judley is not exactly, the Pokemon that's gonna love me the most. Let's try this again. Oh, good. Is this a store? No. Evergrande City. I think the rules say that you have to battle the Elite Four all in a row. Yep, it is a gauntlet. Speaking of gauntlets, there is another ROM hack fan game that has you... Okay, so I'm trying to think about how to say this. It's a fan game of Pokemon Fire Red. I forget what it's called already. The name escapes me. But items in the game are very uncommon. You can't just buy them. They don't give you healing items you can just buy. To make this game hard, they have you choose whether or not you want to go through gauntlets. So they'll take all the trainers on a route and seal them into like a... Let me get my item finder out. They seal them into these optional gauntlets that you can go through, and if you don't do them after a certain amount of time, these gauntlets get sealed off. So it's a risk-reward thing, especially if you're Nuzlocking. It's really cool. I have not finished it because I was nuzlocking it and I think I got absolutely bodied by somebody's team. I think it was poison damage. I didn't have an antidote and I kept getting poisoned. Where is this thing? No response. Is it down here then? Is it literally right next to this man? Where is it? There it is. I found not your glasses. This poor guy doesn't realize that the glasses are right on his face. Do you fight me? You do. We call a wild man up in the mountains a mountain man, right? So why don't they call a Pokemon in the mountains a mountain Pokemon? I guess they do. I mean, why not? Hey, G-dude. Man, having to do that voice is so degrading. I can do really good, obnoxious female voices. I really wish that I could have like a deep gravelly voice, like a good Morgan Freeman deep gravelly voice, but no, life had other plans for me. You're going to be a valley girl, it said. The good Lord gave me a valley girl voice, and by golly, I'm going to use it. Oh, we're starting to run into gravelers. It's a good thing we're hideously overleveled. Just disgustingly overleveled. Is it too late to turn off party XP? I need to stop fighting trainers. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna stop fighting as many trainers as I can until I'm at around the level I should be. Dang, check you out, Judley. Is that strength? Yeah. He had the wrong the wrong HM for this situation. How could he have known? 'Cause after all, this is still a boulder. Strength by all means should work on it. But apparently it's not the right kind of boulder. Alright, yeah. Team's looking pretty good. Braxony, I'm so sorry that we couldn't get you into that contest hall. You probably wouldn't have done very good, to be fair, but man, that would have been so much fun. Why would they take that out? It's like Pokemon's all about fighting or something. That actually reminds me. One of the reasons I'm happy about the Pokemon shorts that Pokemon Company's been releasing is because... Let's see if I can avoid some folks. There are a lot of shorts that they came out with that this is exclusive to Emerald. I don't want to go in there actually. There are a lot of shorts that explore the Pokemon universe outside of fighting, and I really like that. I'm glad that they let me get that without having to do the big fight. Speaking of gauntlets, this is a fun gauntlet. I don't think I'm gonna do it right now, but they give you... I forget what item. I want a fishing pole, but I don't know if that guy gives it to you. Hold on. Let me double check. This is route... listen. I'm used to going where I want whenever I please. I forgot that I'm trying to play the stealth game. It's not my fault. Plus they got that cool Teddy Ursa. You guys didn't want to see that? any opportunity to look at this neat little man. I don't actually know what type this Teddy Ursa is. It's either dark or fighting. I think it's dark. Regardless, we're gonna bite it. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to. I'll try my best not to fight anybody from here on out, but I'm not the stealthiest. That actually that actually reminds me of a story. My first retail job was at a Kohl's. And I had some crazy stories from this Kohl's. They started me out on customer service. Like, you know, the back where you do the returns and stuff. It was my first job ever, and they knew this, but they decided that they were that desperate for customer service people that they'd just throw me on without, like, any training. I didn't do very good. I constantly had questions, and nobody asked questions too. So eventually they put me on the cash registers. It was for the best, to be fair. I really didn't know what I was doing in that customer service position. I was getting asked questions that I didn't have the answers to. Nope. I already fought them. Oh well. This is Route 111. I hope that we don't find a Geodude, but we'll see. But there was a time in this cashier position that I had where I had a customer. Whatever. I had a customer come up to me, and I was just, you know, scanning the clothes that she brought to the counter. She had a very, very large cart of clothing that she was buying. And I was just scanning it like I would any other person's clothes. And I got a buzz on my walkie-talkie. And I listened in, I was like, hey, what's going on? And it was our security personnel. And they were asking me to get this person to flash their driver's license at me, which was strange. It's not a part of the general protocol of paying for clothes to ask for a driver's license. There wasn't like a good reason for me to do it. So I was in front of this customer taking this walkie call. They couldn't hear it, but they were obviously a little suspicious. And I was like, hey, how did you want me to go about doing that? I don't need Howl. Howl has gotten me in trouble before. I was like, hey, how do you want me to get this person to do this for me? Like, I don't have a reason to. There's no good reason. And they're like, I don't know, just make it up. Just make up a good story. Be sneaky about it. And so I put I put the walkie-talkie down. And if you know anything about me, I love being genuine, I love being honest, I don't like lying, I don't like being sneaky, I'm really bad at it. So I just looked at this person square in the face, and I was like, hey, can I see your license? They were like, no, why do you need that? And I was just like, I don't know, the person on my walkie-talkie said that I needed to see it. And they were like clearly uncomfortable. And I was like, no, I just really need to see your driver's license. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. And they were like, you know what? I don't want to buy these clothes. And they literally left their cart and everything in it and just walked out of the store. I was such a disappointment to our security team. I was so uncreative. This is why I never thought I'd be cut out for streaming. I just don't know. I don't know how to be creative about what I say. But yeah, some kind of fraud was definitely going on. That lady was up to no good and they wanted to catch her in the act or something. But unfortunately I couldn't facilitate that. I had no training on being sneaky. I'm a good noodle! Another story from that store. there was a lady who was buying rings, right? Can I make it back to the Pokemon Center without fighting anybody? I don't need to go back to the Pokemon Center. What am I doing? I fought you already. I'm doing a great job of being sneaky. We're at 112. I'll tell you my other Kohl's retail story in a second, but let's catch us a new guy. We got a Route 112 fella that we need to catch, and a Whitlot. This is our Stun Spore specialist, and is gonna help us facilitate that. We have Pokeballs, right? You always gotta check. Ever since I didn't catch that one shiny Caterpie in gold version, I have been just totally neurotic about that. Guys, we get the cool Teddy Ursa! We get— unless it runs. Does it run? Uh-oh. I hope it doesn't run. I know in Gold and Silver, Teddy Ursa is one of the few encounters that runs away. I don't think that we can hit this much, seeing as we're basically double the level of it. So... we could Pokeball it. I need to go back and buy more Pokeballs. We're actually getting kinda low. I prefer to have no fewer than 20 at any given time. We'll try this like 3 times, I wanna say. Do you guys think they have Ursaluna? Ooh, that would be tight. That would be very tight. I gotta get my naming sheet up. It's been a little while. Its palms constantly give off a warm glow. When in distress, the heat from its palms can become so intense that they burn through even solid metal. It's a fire type, guys! Dang, we might be replacing Braxony. What are we gonna name this Teddy Ursa, this fiery boy? I have a name. Alright. Kind of a cheeky name. Is that the guy who gives you secret power? I might have to talk to him. I might need to have a word. Absolutely no caution walking down these routes because despite my best efforts, I wasn't able to pass those guys up. Sorry. Alright, let's put this Teddy Ursa in. Whoop, that's all caps. There we go. We put all right in. Yoink! Alright, I kinda really want to see what the Hawaiian boys turn into, so I might be ditching Braxony here. But let's take a look first. So, Braxony has Flash Fire and Lax, which I don't really love. Our Teddy Ursa, alright, is normal fire type, has pickup, guys! It won't have pickup forever, I think it loses that when it evolves. Oh, but it has a really bad nature. It's got a calm nature. Just like Judley! I gotta think about this one. Do I really care? I think I just really want to see alright. So Braxony is gonna take a little break. Braxony is gonna take a vacation. Right next to Chex and Hammond. Oh, I forgot about Hammond. We must have caught that pretty late last time. Do we want Hammond on the party? Nah, I've used a lot of Poliwags. We'll leave Hammond in the box for now. Let's get that juice box. No more juice box for you. Alright. Let's put that in here really quick. There. We got a little alright. And what moves do you have? So, I look at alright, and I think of that one, that was it Kung Fu Panda 3, with the glowing panda paws and stuff. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from alright. Alright is feeling alright. We got Ember, Lit, Quick Attack, and Leer. And I think physical attack is its strongest physical stat. So we're just gonna leave alright in the box. Or in the back of the party, rather. Let him suck some XP from the fights that we do. That'll be exciting. I really do hope that it evolves into Ursaluna. I love a lot of the Pokemon that they introduced in Legends Arceus. Like they kind of remind me of Gen 1 a little bit, and Gen 2. I am a fan. I think Basculegion and Ursaluna are top tier. I wasn't a huge fan of the Arcanine. I know a lot of people were. I wasn't particularly fond of it. I wonder what else we could have gotten here. Cause all I'm seeing is Teddy Ursa's. I love when I adjust and my entire body just just stretches away out of proportion. Really? Dang, she was quick. We've successfully dodged, I think, one trainer on this route. We're doing our best. That's all we can ask for. It's okay, alright, needed some XP. We're gonna be in our 50s by the time we get to this gym leader. Good job, Juddly. I don't know how I feel about Lombre. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm not a huge fan of Lombre. I love Lotad. Lotad's one of my favorite Pokemon, and I ironically loved Ludicolo until I didn't ironically love it. I just loved it. What does Trick do? I think that's an item thing? Yeah. I like Trick. Man, these are all such niche moves. Recover I'm gonna keep because I can't use items in battle. Disable I'm tempted to keep because it has its niche uses, but those uses are extremely niche. And Reflect is just to help against... Actually, I don't know if Reflect makes sense. I think I'm gonna go for Trick. If we get lucky, and this game does have Mega Evolution, then I can steal Mega Stones if they swap out. It's very rare, but I have had that happen before. Oh, you're gonna fight me, ain't ya? Woo! We did it. We snuck. We snuck one time. One successful sneak later. Alright, we're in Fiery Path. We're gonna put Whitlot in front just because I need that stun spore off. I should have gone back and bought Pokeballs, but I didn't. Oops. So hopefully we have enough. I know we got a couple routes to go. Oh, it's a Chefferbee! Who's Chefferbee? I had a Nuzlocke once. I was doing with a friend, and I caught a Numel. I think it was another Emerald Nuzlocke. I caught a Numel and I named it Chefferbee. And my husband really liked the name. He thought it was super cute. So every time I see Numel, he sees Numel. We both call him Chefferbees now. We played Pokemon Go and I caught a shiny one and we named it Handsome Chefferby. And if we ever get a perfect one, it'll just be P Chefferby or Perfect Chefferby. And seeing as we've just caught another one, we have to name it Chefferby. I'm sorry. Does this name work with my naming scheme? Couple years ago it did. I want to say 2 years ago it did. Let me put down my Chefferby in the tracker. Captured. I don't think we can use strength yet. We have the DHM, but we don't have the. Oh, I could have had a Magby. I like Magby. And I like Magmar too, and his silly little butt face, duck face. I was gonna ask why we're running into so many Pokemon, but I forgot. Dang, Illuminate's really at it now. 2 Chefferbys. Let's get out of here. Chikahira, I need you to calm down. I need you to turn that butt light down a little bit. Oh, this is a nightmare. I don't want these berries. I don't want to chance it. Ah! We made it. Sorry, I have like this neurotic need to constantly check on my party and save. You look like the secret power guy. Yes, I will take secret power. I actually might have a couple Pokemon I can teach that to. I think Alright wants to learn that. We could probably teach a couple of these to Alright, now that I think about it. I can't believe we thought he was Dark type and Fighting type, and he proved to be neither. You know, I should have seen the sun on his forehead instead of the moon and gotten an idea. That's kind of creative, I like that. I'm so hyped to see if it turns into an Ursaluna, but it's like Ursasola or something. Yeah, I just need a second to teach him all these different TMs, because they're better than what he's got. Oh, we got Shockwave too. We can teach that to our Kadabra, to Dex for. Why not? Right? Oh, that's right. There's a bunch of moves here that I kind of don't want to get rid of. Ah, but I do gotta. You know what? We've used Disable maybe in one fight. We don't need it. We don't need it. Pursuit is pretty nasty, but I don't think we're gonna learn it. Rock Tomb might be fun to have. No? Okay. Alright, doesn't want to learn Rock Tomb. That's fine. Strength is good. Strength has like 80. And as long as we don't like soft. Oh, I don't need secret power if I have strength, huh? Yeah, we'll get rid of secret power. Strength is better. 90 base attack power is pretty good. Pretty solid. We don't have cut anymore. I didn't want to burden Shelda with cut anymore. With how many times I've mispronounced Shelda's name, she's the kind of person who goes into Starbucks and she says, "Yeah, my name is Shelda," and they get her name wrong on the cup every time. This is the This is the old granny who just doesn't want you to leave her house. You take a rest, she's like, "No, stay longer, please. I'm so lonely." Alright, there's trainers up there. I'm not gonna fight them. We'll come back later if we need the XP. Something tells me we won't. They're pretty generous with the berries. What is the point of having Pokeblock ingredients if there's no contest hall? Like, maybe they have one, I just haven't found it. Excuse me? Aw, I kinda miss the music from here. So this is another new route. I think this is the last route we're gonna encounter before I need to buy Pokeballs. And I'm excited to see what we're gonna find. Wow, that took no time at all. Oh, it's a Spinda. Alright, sure. I like his spot pattern. I wish there were more Pokemon like Spinda, where they had special features that no other Spinda have. That was a really good idea. And it probably wasn't easy to implement. I remember reading up on how they implemented it, and I forgot. I've completely forgotten. Of all the Pokemon trivia, that was just not one that stuck around in my brain. Alright, we need a name for Spinda, the Spot Panda. What do we got for you, my friend? Let's get a K name in there. We got a lot of fun K names. Dang, there's just so many. Nettie, but with a silent K. Alright. Welcome aboard, Nettie. I don't know if you're gonna get to leave the PC, and count your blessings if you don't, honestly. Skarmory would have been nice. Oh, look at his spot pattern. He's got one eye. One of his eyes is blocked in. Very cute. I could get that item over there, but I have to fight so many trainers. I think the girl standing under me has a Cheferby. Oh, I should have known she would spin. Well, I guess we'll figure out, huh? Yeah, she does. She has a Cheferby. I was right. I don't remember what region in real life Hoenn is based on. But the indigenous animals here don't really tell you. They got camels. They got kappas. Ooh, Spore though. I think I want Spore over Stun Spore. Yes, please. If only we had Prankster. They got pandas. Like, what region is this? Today's technology is a wondrous thing. I remember that NPC take this volcanic gash here, And I thought that every time you talked to him, he would actually give you volcanic ash, because I wasn't reading what he said properly. I was a smart child. I remember as a kid, I didn't know how to play video games very well. The systems in video games just didn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know if it was because I was a kid or because I was neuroatypical. Who could say? Ooh, a twisted spoon. I know somebody who would love a twisted spoon. Canonically. And you know what? We could give the black glasses to Shelda. Shelda wants some sunglasses. Yeah, girl. Let's sneak past this guy. See ya. I remember as a kid, I got into, what's it called? RuneScape. Runescape? Is it RuneScape or Runescape? I never actually knew. Probably RuneScape. And this was the early days of RuneScape when it was super fun. I don't know if it's fun anymore. I couldn't tell you. But I didn't know how to play the game. I didn't know how the combat worked very well. Like, I had a basic understanding of it, but I didn't know how to level it up, or what was good and what was bad, or the magic systems didn't make sense to me. So instead, but I did understand how leveling up in general worked. So instead, I got into baking in RuneScape. I would run. There was a field where you could get grain. And I would run back and forth between there and like killing cows or something. I couldn't tell you, I don't remember 100%, but I would run back and forth between these things making pizzas and pies. And and I would just go into the wild zone where the PvP was happening. Oh, for heart skills. And I would give away free pies. I'd try to give away free pies, but then people wouldn't believe me and they'd kill me, or they'd just enjoy killing me. And they'd kill me and take my pies, but I wouldn't care. Joke's on them. The pies were free anyways. I think we're good. I'll have to remember that this guy's here, though. I wish he didn't have the heart scale requirement. I don't know how many of those I'm gonna get. Alright, let's buy Pokeballs, and I see that there's a route that isn't usually there. We'll check that out. Moonballs. You know what? Let's take 5 of those. We're rich. And I'll take 20 of these. I don't think we need anything else. I think I have a revive I can sell, though. Forgot I had that. Oh, and I've got a silk scarf, too. I need to be better about items. Let's give Alright the lucky egg. And then who here has a good, solid, normal type attack? Nobody. So sick. I'll give that to Alright later. Hello. Meow. Meow. Dude, I would love making Pokemon noises for the anime. I'd be so good at it if I wasn't shy. Alright, let's check this out. So this is Follower Quarry. I think it's in the Nuzlocke tracker it's Follower Mines. They may have changed the name. Mining and farming. That's all everyone ever talks about in Falabar Town. The volcanic ash from Mount Chimney creates an especially rich soil here. Some folks here claim crops grow twice as fast as... Oh, twice as fast in Falabar Town. Yes. That makes sense. Oh, they just expanded the town. Falabar Town's construction team has been slowed down quite a bit by the wild Whismur down in the mines. Please, no. I don't want to catch another Whismur. The use of heavy machinery sends those poor Pokemon into an uproar, so all the digging has to be done by hand. Here too, huh? The Falabar Town battle tent was— I don't care about the battle tent. Where's my contest hall? Hoo-ha! We karate masters are working hard to expand the town. If you want to help, head into the mines and speak with our leader. Okay. When I grow up, I'm going to work in the mines too. You get 'em, little girl. Seeking treasure hunters, trade shards for rare moves. Did they set this up like Orberg, maybe? Is that Brawly? So this is where you've been, bud. Hey, I haven't seen you before. Are you new here? My name is Brawly. I'm in charge of the biggest excavation team in Hoenn. Do you perhaps come here to help with expanding Falabar Town? I see. So you're a trainer then. You don't look very tough. You could really use some extra help down in the mines though. Tell you what, reach into that container there and pick yourself out a mining kit. If you hack away at this wall, you can make it collapse. Consider the mining kit yours to keep. So they did. They took the underground mechanic from Diamond and Pearl and they put it in this game. Oh, it's literally the same thing too. Sick. Oh yeah. Content. I have to remember what buttons I put down for that. Yep, and yep. And there should be one more. Well, that makes the heart scale predicament a little less of a pain. I know a lot of people really liked the secret bases from Gen 3 a lot better than the Orberg mines. I would agree with them. I think it's a lot cooler. I don't know. I don't think a whole lot of people are drawn to the underground thing as much as being like having their secret base in a tree. So I get it. But I also did really like the multiplayer of the underground. It was pretty fun. What's that? A pink Pokeball. Can I get over there? And is there Pokemon here for me to catch? Let's put Whitlock out in front, just in case. You never know. Little trowel. This is a cool little zone. And there's our encounter. What do we get? Is it a Whismur? It's a Zubat. Oh man, we got a bingo spot for you, buddy. It just wouldn't be a cave without Zubat. Nobody is shocked, basically. Alright, we got our token Zubat. Congratulations to us. That's another bingo spot. We're getting pretty close to a bingo. Let's see. Not a J name. Maybe an L name. Got some fun L names. Oh yeah. Let's see if this one fits. The Syndra. Whoa! The Syndra. Sick. Sounds like the it sounds like the ship name of Lysandra and Syndra from League of Legends. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, we got trainers in here. Nothing is sacred. I want to do the digging minigame again. We're starting to get a little low on time. I might have to save in here and call it quits before we're done. 2 treasures. I love that they put this in here. They also have this, there's a fan game. There's a fan game called Pokemon Pathways that has this as well. I've noticed that they're calling that Driftstone instead of Everstone. Smooth stone that locks nature when breeding. Oh, interesting. I also got a hardstone, and I can give that to Judley instead of a juice box. Yeah, I've got a couple of things I want to do today. I've got a tight schedule today, so I have to make sure that I'm done by 2. We could have found Whismer. I think 2 hours works a lot better than 4. I think by the time I was done with my 4-hour stream, my throat was ready to give out. And also editing that 4-hour video took a week and a half. It'd probably take a week now. I've gotten a little better at video editing. I'm not amazing at it yet because I haven't practiced a ton. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. I think we'll be sticking to the 2-hour stream on Fridays. That's been working out pretty well. But I might also stream on another day, especially if I want to stream with Cashew. Cashew's got a busy Friday. She's not actually able to be here, so we'll stream together on a different day of the week if we do. No promises. Oh, alright. We'll fight this guy and probably save. And then we'll wrap it up with bingo. Christian. Oh, Railu! Would have been cool to see a Hoenn and Railu. Sheldy, get out of there. Let's do Dexfer. Dexfer and Whitlock. Whitlock. Dexfer's a nerdy kid. Dexter's that nerdy kid who's neurotypical and does things that don't make sense to other people. But then later in life he just becomes a mad genius. Dexter's definitely eaten glue. That's what the spoon's for. The spoon's for eating glue. Well, what do you think glue is made out of? It's made out of ponytas, right? Alright, so we'll call it there for now. In the meantime, let's pull this up. Bingo! Alright. So, let me find my little Pokeballs. We did get our token Zubat. We got a space just for you, Lysandra. Right there. So sick. I don't think we did anything else today of note. We could teach a Pokemon 4 HMs. That sounds doable. Run out of Pokeballs trying to catch something. I'm glad that didn't happen today, but we were getting... I say we were getting close, we weren't, but it felt like it. I'm used to having so many more. Forget to heal before an important fight? No. Soul Survivor? No. We did really good today. Probably because we were so over-leveled. Like, horrendously over-leveled. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll continue to be editing videos and uploading them to my 2 new YouTube channels. But seeing as I'm a one-man band, and I have other things that I'm working on as well, I'm taking commissions, I'm working on puppets, I do volunteer work. There's a couple things that I'm doing, and video editing is definitely not like the highest on my priority list, so... It's gonna take a little while. It probably won't be a weekly thing. The streams will be. I'm enjoying streaming, but yeah, it'll take a little while, and I appreciate your patience. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm kidding. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next week, guys. See ya.